Today marks 1530, a day of daily lessons, daily reflections. And I was walking again in the park and reflecting on the things that I'm too old. And there's a lot of things that I was thinking I'm too old for. And it's a very interesting topic because I think that we potentially could be never too old for silly things. But I think that we always could get too old for something. For example, drama. And it might be that tomorrow we'll share more things that I thought that we are too old for. But for some reason today stood out drama. I'm too old for drama. And I think that a lot of people could say that very easily, I'm just too old for drama or I don't want drama in my life. And it's very easy to say that. But what I found is that if you say that I'm too old for drama, so act like it. So it means that there's a lot of things that we say that we are too old, but we still act and bring and allow things to come in our lives. Today we'll share seven things that you need to do if you actually say that, okay, I'm too old for drama. So what you need to do, because if drama comes to you, a lot of times we accept that drama by not really acting to it properly, responding to it properly. That's a much better word. So number one is that when you say that I'm too old for drama, first thing is that you stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. And it's such an interesting thing that sometimes when you really have a conversation that leads to an argument, and that argument is not about the truth, that argument is about the feelings. And because this conversation is not rational, it's about the feelings, you'll never be right. You'll never be right. And again, and they are committed to win this battle, to win this argument, even though that they potentially deep down even know they're not right. But they don't want to be not right. They want to be right. So that means that sometimes the best thing for you when you want to say that, okay, I am too old for drama, silence is a boundary. Over explaining is insecurity because you want to be valid, you want to be approved, and then you allow that drama to come in by over explaining. I'm guilty of that as well, so I'm not any different. But I think that that's again, we need to catch ourselves. Okay, I'm over explaining myself. This is not the discussion. This is the argument. This is about feelings, not about rational ideas and logic. Number two is that you don't react immediately. So when you want to say goodbye to drama, do not react immediately. That's again the way you're able to really give a pause. Because when you give a pause, you're able to respond. You're able to really go through your mind and really bring in front of you the idea and reflect on it and then really articulate your ideas. Because if you react, sometimes you might potentially say something that you do not like. And drama needs speed. Maturity uses pause. And I think that if you say I'm too old for drama, that means I need to be mature enough to give a pause, to slow down, and allow ourselves to really reclaim ourselves emotionally, physically, really all the ways to reclaim ourselves. It's like I'm able to really say to him, I'm present, and now we're able to have a conversation rather than an argument. Number three, you address things directly or not at all. This is extremely important. So that I'm too old for drama, that means that you address things directly or not at all. That but it means that you don't bring anyone in this circle of two people or conversations. So when there's a I think that when people went to other people, I think that's extremely drama creating because that means that you create outside the circle even more. People include other people in the circle of drama, and that's extremely mature, and that's why we need to bring maturity into the topic of drama because when the more maturity you have, the easier it is to handle that. So if you really want to, and I really love what my friend was talking. I didn't understand at the beginning when I said it. When you speak about the person, you share good things or nothing at all. You share good things or nothing at all, and that is extremely important. Because when you say something not good about a person, that other person doesn't have even a chance to defend themselves. And that's, of course, it's our argument and drama without response. And of course, you always win that because there's no one who could really argue your ideas. So this is a maturity. So no drama, direct or not at all. Number four, you walk away without needing closure. And this is a beautiful thing. Sometimes we argue because we think that, okay, like if I will bring some better idea, I will argue better, I'll articulate better. At some point, they will see the way how I see it. But that will create more drama, more disappointment, more drainage of energy, and that energy is the most important thing in life. And that means that sometimes we just need to really close and accept that there will be no closure. There will conversation without loop. The conversation will stay in the limbo, and that's all fine. I think that we need to be okay. That the conversation will be like one of the best things that like say that agree to disagree. And one thing is that if you agree to disagree with, it might be that other side will don't like that, and that's all fine. If you say that I'm too old for drama, it doesn't matter what other person thinks. It can be potential villain in other person's story when you really don't want to have drama in your life. Number five, you stop confusing intensity with connection. And again, true connection is not loud, it's not chaotic, not exhausting, it's not passionate, and the most important part that is this regulation. Being able to sit down and nicely to discuss things. I think that that is again part of both-sided communication, and I always thought that it's possible. And I think that's one thing is that they can potentially go backwards. Let's say that you don't like drama, but if you allow other person who loves drama to include in their drama, and that means that you potentially go backwards. And then when you realize, when you build awareness around it, you say, okay, I don't want that, and I will remove that intensity from my communication, from my life, and I will bring back presence and stillness and groundedness just to make sure that I don't have drama in my life anymore. Number six, you'll let people be wrong about you. That is extremely, extremely important. Because I think that sometimes we want to be understood, and that feeling to be heard. And I really love that saying that to be understood and heard is like feeling loved, and that's why we seek that so much a lot of times and too much. And sometimes being able to really be a villain in another person's story and say that okay, like I really don't want to really fix other person's narrative about me. It just will take too much of my valuable energy. I don't need my rebels. If they have this view of me, that's all fine. They have it. This is their life. You can think of me whatever you want to think of me. I think that's sometimes even the closest people could have a wrong picture of you. And again, this is a choice to make. Do I want to waste this valuable energy on really rebuttaling and having this argument, or should I really invest this energy in more beautiful things that really could really create my life into more meaningful, more significant, to allocate on things that really elevates my energy? And I guess this is a choice that is saying, I don't want my drama. I'm too old for drama. And that means that you allow other people to be wrong about you and you feel comfortable about it. Number seven, and last one, when you say that I'm too old for drama, is that you choose peace over being right. I know that in my life there's a lot of conversations that I want to be right, and I argued and argued and argued, and I had a very intense argument with one of the my friends, and at the end of the day, I wanted to be right. I was right. I won the battle, but I lost the connection. I know how much that conversation hurt our relationship, and I said I never do that again. I will never want to be just right. It's not valuable. If I think that when you say that I don't want my drama, I'm too old for drama, you understand that what is more valuable, this connection or being right? It's not easy. I think that over time you build awareness and you're able to catch yourself that you start to really overshare, over explain, and start to win to be right rather to really be connected. And I think this is again being allowing to really other person to be right, feel right, is not a weakness. It's a strength because only the best of us are able to really say that this battle doesn't worth our energy. This is a minor thing. I think that sometimes people want to major in minor things, and a lot of topics that we discuss and argue is really do not matter in the bigger picture. And when you really look into what is bigger picture, and when you understand that bigger picture, and you say, okay, this is not a bigger picture argument. I don't need to be right in this small because sometimes you need to choose battles, non-negotiables. That's why when you really sit down and write down your non-negotiables, three most important values, the most important things that you stand by. At that moment, you might stand with the most important people for those values, but all other things allow other people to be right. Why you need to be all right on the things that really for you do not matter. And again, this is a beautiful thing with today. I'm too old for drama. And I think that people are supposed to say as young as they could be, I'm too old for drama. Even 18, 15, it doesn't matter. As early as your maturity comes in, to be able to say, I'm too old for drama. I want peace. I want presence. I want gratefulness. I want fun. Like I want so many blissful, joyful emotions rather than being in a drama that drains the energy. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.